you, beloved countrymen of this gallant nation, Uganda, the Pearl of Africa? You are very welcome on this amazing show of my country. It's a new day, a new episode, and of course, with new facts on board. Yes, previously we had one of the most gallant officers, army officers of this nation, Honorable General Elly Tumwine, telling us the other aspects, his artistic aspects of life. And again, we are here tackling it, especially as far as performing arts is concerned. Yes, we may chip in a few aspects of visual arts, but let us look at the aspects of performing arts. How are you, Honorable General Elly Tumwine?
Fine, Bismac. How are you?
Good, good. It's a new day.
It's a wonderful day.
Sure.
And you should always make each day a wonderful day.
Nice
A wonderful country like Uganda.
Wonderful country. I love your passion for Uganda.
What else?
I just wish almost if a good percentage of Ugandans were like you.
They should. They better be.
Yeah.
Not a percentage. All Ugandans should be proud of being Ugandans and having a wonderful country like Uganda to live in, the most beautiful country in the world, gifted by nature. Why not love it?
Well, Honorable, today we are talking about performing arts. But anyway, just to have a good feel about it, let me just request you, before we talk about the benefits, performing arts, music, film, and what you think about the status of Uganda's film and music industry is concerned. But just to give an initial warm-up, can I just request you to give us a little bit of your a cappella version of Ainunu? Previously we had the song, and we just need to start the show on a very good note.
Well, you are just tempting me to sing a lot of it.
No, just take a small...
Uganda, wish I could see, continually see our beautiful country, Uganda, of milk and honey, full of fresh water, full of fresh air, fauna and flora, full of sunshine, the part of Africa, the part of Africa, the part of Africa, the part of Africa.
Wow, very nice, very nice. Anyway, a lot of people are so proud, me inclusive. We have you as a role model in whatever you do. Such great talent that you mix and balance with your professional work that you're doing out there. Uganda's performing arts. We have film, we have music, we have plays, we have poems, we have all sorts of things in the performing arts. And it's a pleasure to have you, because we know that you do not only have just ideological knowledge, but you also have the practical knowledge as far as it's concerned. Between music, the audio part of it, and the film, together with the plays, what is the status of these aspects?
Actually, as we said last week about the arts and the tourist industry, for example, the arts suffered greatly during the years of instability. You know, the arts are better enjoyed by people who are peaceful. They are better enjoyed by people who are relatively settled. Not when you are running around, not when you don't have what to eat, not when you are not sure whether you will be there tomorrow, not when you are thinking of where to hide. That cannot happen, cannot help the arts. The arts are better promoted in a peaceful environment, in a better developed environment, in a free environment, and that's what has been happening in the last 30 years. A lot has been coming back, and the performing arts are beginning to take off, especially the music industry. I must say it's doing much better than the film industry, because the music industry, as an actor as we speak now, has employed very many people, has excited very many people, and it is growing very fast. It may be one of the fastest growing industries in Uganda, the music industry. But mainly because of the peace, the freedom, and wonderful environment that we enjoy. Who cannot sing in this environment when you have all the fresh air, fresh, good weather, peaceful environment? Who cannot compose easily? However, on the film industry, we are still lagging far, far behind, even by comparison. And as I have been in this area, I have tried very hard to see how we can encourage people to join the film industry. With the present modern world of technology and digital world, the digital age, we are now in the digital age, the film industry needs to pick up like the music industry has picked up. I don't think I want to say that it has reached the highest level we can reach. As I said, the biggest room in the world is room for improvement. But the music industry is picking up very fast. Only that the musicians are not well organized. I'll talk about organization also separately. But about the performing arts in general, the entertainment industry in the world is becoming a very big industry. If you want to know one of the biggest sources of the United States economy is from Hollywood, and next to it is Bollywood of India, and third it is Nollywood of Nigeria, and they are coming up. So in 2005, I actually started Yugawood Creations, just to awaken Ugandans that this is an industry, this is an area where we need also to encourage people to go in and to promote. And Ugandans somehow have started, and we will have some few films that done, some few documentaries, and I'm encouraged to see young people like you joining it. And that's why I would like to say they have suffered. The status of the music and the film industry is picking up, is beginning to pick up, and we have everything we need. We have the conducive environment for creativity. We have the freedom to express ourselves the way we want. The technology is now available. What is now missing, and that's what I want to emphasize, is the organization of the players, of the musicians in particular, and of the filmmakers. I've been trying to help both of them, but they are very difficult. Even the visual artists, they are very difficult to organize. People who depend on their own creativity tend to be individualistic because they depend on their individualism. Even many groups, even abroad, even in Western Europe, when they rarely stick together, they tend to subdivide, like anything growing, cells. When cells grow, they subdivide, and that's what creates growth. But the organizing the musicians, organizing the visual artists, organizing the film industry is still a problem. And that's why we need to lay emphasis and call upon the policymakers and call upon the government and the relevant authorities to support that industry. And the private sector could actually support this industry very well by helping the young artists, because this industry, for example, is being now invaded and influenced from outside by what we present, how we present them, and you find that people are trying to copy. Or just, for example, the case of Nigeria is very popular in Uganda. When we could have the Uganda, talk about Uganda. I'm sure there are films which are there from Uganda are not shown as much as the Nigeria is shown, mainly because of how Nigeria has later I took interest to study how they developed, and I was lucky to meet one of their leaders who organized the Nollywood industry, the film industry and the music industry. They did it by coming together in groups, forming federations, forming unions, forming associations, so that when they come, they don't just represent individuals. Each one doesn't represent just himself or herself. They do it by coming together. And that's what I would like to encourage people in the performing industry, in the music, in the visual industry, the entertainment industry as a whole, to come together. Let's form groupings and have the national organizing body which fights for our rights, which advocates for our interests. And we have all the resources ourselves, we have the resources to sing what we want, act what we want, demonstrate, dramatize what we want in a nice way, and move it forward. So I like people to start saying, let's unite, let's come together, let's organize, let's promote Uganda, let's move it a step ahead. And if that is done, and we consciously do it, I think it's a very big industry which will employ very many people. As I have been telling people, the entertainment industry in Nigeria is next to the oil industry in supporting the economy of the country. Hollywood is a big, contributes a lot to the American industry, and many other countries. And in India, they are depending on the entertainment industry. And it's a very good, interesting area. Now, when you have a country like Uganda with a diversity of our cultures, a very big resource of our culture, the diversity of our people, the environment that we have a real chance to make very good films, to make a very good, to sing as much as we want, and to have this industry promoted. So I would encourage young people, and with the technology and the graphics, for example, the recording facilities are much easier now with the digital world. It is much easier now to quickly sing and record and mix and transfer and market.
Sure.
So the opportunity is better than ever before, and the environment is now, the opportunity is now for everyone to take advantage of it, both men and women.
But from research, we have seen that these respective governments have actually put in a hand into the support of these films and these particular people. Do you think the government of Uganda is doing a great job in as far as promoting performing arts?
As I told you, there is always room for improvement. I like at least the manifestos of the parties that have been campaigning. They have brought out that idea that they are going to support the entertainment industry. And it's not something by choice. It's a demand for employing people. It's a demand for improving the economy. It's a demand for promoting the good things about the country. It's a demand for, the importance of the performing or the arts in the curriculum is to open people's creativity, innovativeness, and imagination, and also develop the person in totality. If we don't promote the imagination, the creativity of our children from young generation, from nursery, it is the art that opens the imagination and the creativity of an individual for anything you want him or her to do. Recently I was reading a book called The New Mind Era, where they are saying that people who have been doing Masters of Business Administration in Harvard University are going back, 50% are going back to do Masters of Fine Art. Why? Because in the present modern competitive world, for you to be competitive, you must be innovative, you must be creative, you must be original. And the big companies, they found that when they employed artists, they developed and transformed their businesses much faster than those who just studied business administration. Sure. Art is science, and science is art. So they will tell you the art of making this, or the science of mixing this and this. We use a lot of science in art. We use a lot of science in mixing the colors. We use a lot of science in creating performing the play. It is both science and art. I don't like the divide of thinking that technology is the only solution. No, technology needs creativity. Technology needs to be in innovation. Technology needs imagination. So there is every reason for government to support the creative and the performing industry. So for even any child, start them with things to play around with. Let the child dance. Let the child sing. Let the child start performing to be to be confident among men or among people. There is everything to benefit by teaching and introducing people to art, by teaching people art, and by starting at another age, and by promoting it up to the highest possible level. If you take an analysis and you find that children who have been doing well in the art clubs, in the drama, in the what, Even if they become scientists, they still, you find they are better off than those who are just bookworms and who are just only passing exams. Yes, you need to have that creative mind, and you need to. Life is performance. Actually, if I may tell you, we are on a stage. Every person at everywhere, whatever you are doing, you are on a stage performing.
Everyone is an actor.
Everyone is an actor. And many people don't know that they have the talent, both for music and for performing. And we have a problem where parents and teachers try to insist, you are good in mathematics, not knowing that you are very good in singing. So viewers, whoever is looking at us, look at the talents of your child. Encourage that child. And if he or she is a good musician, is a good performer, is a good artist, a good footballer, let that talent be developed, rather than force him or her to do medicine and engineering, and as much as they are important. Let the talent and the enthusiasm and the real value of that child come out using their talents.
Sure. That's how they can live their dream.
That's how they can live your dream. And that's the reason, by the way, I actually composed that song. Live your dream and enjoy your life.
Sure.
I want to tell you, as much as I'm a soldier, as much as I am a member of parliament, as much as I'm, the greatest thing that I enjoy, which is my dream, is being an artist and sharing and expressing the way I want, which excites me. If it is anyway, live your dream and enjoy your life.
Sure.
Rise and shine. Don't keep down, people. Rise and shine. If you are down, please rise and shine. Don't keep down, people. Rise and shine. Live your dream and enjoy your life.
If you don't live your dream, you will be frustrated. However much money you get, however much you work, you will be frustrated. I encourage you, and I'm encouraging all the artists out there. I'm encouraging all the performers there. Please do it with passion, and then look for where it is necessary, where you need support, where you need help, and you will find it. Seek and you will find. So I really encourage all those in the performing world to live their dream and enjoy their life. You know the story of the glass. There was a Chinese professor who had students. And one of the students thought knew everything. So at the end, that student failed. So he went to his professor, very annoyed, and wanted to say, how could I fail? I was passing, I knew, I thought. Then the professor said, bring a glass. Pour water in that glass. The man powered and the glass was full. He said, continue powering. So he said, it's full. He said, pour. He powered and it was falling out. He said, the problem with you was that you thought you were full, I couldn't add anything. And that's why you failed. While others were not full, so I was able to add something in them. For you, it was very difficult to add anything to you. So, full package is not very good. Allow room for improvement. So, I am still working hard to add on what I've been doing with my life. And I am sure there is room for improvement.
Well, you know, there's something about you, fashion. We see a lot of furniture in your house, at your workplace, where you work. We see a lot of the clothes that you put on. We see that element of fashion in you. How do you do it? Who does your things for you?
It's not fashion. It's art.
Art.
It's uniqueness.
Okay.
It is realization that every individual is a unique person. And no person is exactly the same like another. And I want you to observe, I'm writing something about nature as a design. Even the leaves on the same plant are not exactly the same. So my life is that I have a unique life. I should not do anything which is for others, it should be for me. If it's my shirts, I have not put on anybody's clothes. I put on my own clothes, which I designed because I have the capacity to. My furniture is designed by me, and in it I can put the map of Uganda, I can put my cows in there, so that I can use the leather from my cows, so they are mine and they are unique. Furniture, as I have told you, I design it the way I want it. And the whole point is that every person is unique and you should be different. And the Ugandans, that's why one of the reasons why I was encouraging Ugandans to wear our own clothes is we should stop importing clothes. I had the East African community is trying to stop second-hand clothes. I was very happy about it because that will encourage Ugandans to be more creative, to design our own clothes, to be original, not just to buy second-hand clothes for dead people, for people who have thrown them away. The same, you find 20 people putting on the same shirt as if they were bottles which are produced from a factory. Every Ugandan should have a uniqueness, a character of his own. And that's what art does. That's what art allows you to be creative in any direction you want to take. That's why I would like now to go into bigger things, even into construction, design, gardening, and enjoy it, because I have the ability to do it. So I would encourage people to do that, and please get out of those ties. Free people cannot be tied.
Sure.
I repeat, free people should not be tied. That tie is tying you and stopping you from thinking free and being creative.
Well, Honorable, about your shirt, you design your clothes?
I have said I have not put on anybody's clothes since 1988. Since 1988, I put on my own clothes and I design for even many other people.
Very interesting.
And I say, if you put on creation's shirt or creation's attire, anywhere you appear, you will be unique. It is the only shirt that you will be having in the world.
Sure.
Because it is a designed, customer designed, and that is the idea. Everything about Uganda is a wonder.
Just 7.
Only the bad aspects of it. But I could mention with quickly, which come to my mind, I think I can mention Murchison Falls as a wonder, really, a real wonderful place. To the snow-capped Rwenzori Mountain, that you have snow along the equator is another wonder, which I think people should wonder about. The Nile, you know, even with the falls on it, but the source of the Nile, the longest river in Africa, second in the world, is really a wonder, and how it goes through. I think the third one could be the lakes, the Great Lakes. Uganda has the biggest collection of the Great Lakes, 5 of them: Victoria, Kyoga, Albert, George, and Edward, and there are rivers connecting them. I think that's also a wonder.
Sure.
I think the people of Uganda are a wonder. All of everybody, I think it should be recorded. Anybody who has been to Uganda, I have not heard anybody who has given a different comment. That of the great things, just like Churchill said at the beginning of this century, he says everything in Uganda is different, but more importantly of all, are the people, happy people of Uganda, character of the Uganda, I think is a wonder. Let research be done. And I think the other wonder are the Greater Lakes in the western region, in especially Fort Portal. In those, I was there recently for about 3 times. I am told now Chaninga Greater Lake is the cleanest Greater Lake in the world. Those Greater Lakes are a real wonder, and are something I think we could mention as wonders. And there are many, but people don't know it. Don't know them. I would like to add the long-horned Ankole cattle.
Interesting.
The long-horned Ankole cattle, you people who don't know, are the cows with the longest horns, with the patterns. Some few other countries have some long horns, like in Nigeria, but they are all white. But the long-horned Ankole cattle are the original, unique cattle in the world, with up to about 3 meters, 2.5 meters height, length, and with the original colors. I think you are a wonder. Those are my own quick, immediate, unique aspects that I think are wonders of Uganda. My last word is, I think, is to recap on Ugandans. Love Uganda, our beautiful country, the gifted by nature country, the best country in the world, the power of Africa, of the world actually. I have not found a better place, and I've traveled quite a lot. So love this country, love yourself, because if you don't love yourself and you don't love Uganda, I don't know what you love. And the second point is really, let's encourage the creativity. Let's encourage the art world, the creative industry, promote it, do our best and promote the tourist industry using our talents that we have, using our opportunity of a good environment, and let's make Uganda proud by promoting the wonders of Uganda. Most importantly, the people of Uganda.